affordable. I need to pump. Today I had a as crazy, if even not crazier morning than as I had the other day whenever I skipped the stream. But there is no way you're skipping another one, Sunshines. Yeah, man, I do. I stream like I take 1 day off every 5 weeks. Is what I do. Recently, there was a day where there was that I took a day off, and to be honest, I'm in the same condition today. But bro, I'm fucking like we need to take it seriously, you know. Of course, you can chill out. Nothing is gonna happen if you don't stream today, you know. Nobody's going to cry about it. Most people probably would not even notice, you know. But I would. Yes, Kushi, but that's only if you do Olympic weightlifting, though. If you don't do Olympic weightlifting, or at least like do high bar squatting, those are of no use for you. They are very, very specific for this purpose. You actually feel uncomfortable with them if you try like do you like running or jumping or like any like other activity like this? Good food, school fights, and no homework? Uh, wait, what? What do you mean, man? No, if I miss a day of streaming, I feel like a piece of shit. I feel like I'm not doing enough. And you know, you might think that it's worth working on this mental issue, you know, trying not to grind and be content with who you are outside of your work. You know what I say to that? That's some bullshit, man. You just, if you feel bad when you're not working, then you probably should work more. that's, that's what I say. High bar squat and a GG weightlifting gym instead of martial arts gym. Hey, Nazgul. Wait, you went to weightlifting gym and you never did Olympic lifts? How's that? How is that possible? There is like, what else is there to do other than Olympic lifts in weightlifting gym? Or do you mean just like a regular gym? Bro, the fucking name of the sport is the most confusing thing ever. Weightlifting is the Olympic lifting sport. Yeah. So, but people think that weightlifting is lifting weights. It's not. Flexibility of a brick wall. Yeah, bro, you gotta work on that. You cannot have fucking no flexibility in Olympic weightlifting. It's a joke. Good news though is that it's all fixable. Like you can work it up and be flexible as a maybe not as anybody, but you can become pretty flexible, you know. I would even go as far as to say that you would kind of want to do that no matter what, no matter if you lift or not. That's a good marker of health, being flexible. Yes, and Chance, what are you up to today? I have had fucking wild morning, to be honest. Not like anything unexpected much, but I'm not used to starting my mornings like this. Like, it's what I just said previously in the stream is that if you don't start your day with work, it's very difficult to get into it afterwards. Yeah, I'll have to like really think about it. Yeah, martial arts are badass. Don't give up on them. I mean, unless you just don't enjoy them anymore, then of course, but I would say that martial arts are pretty cool. Would have wanted to be into them, into it. Hey, Lime, really? Uh, are you joking or are you genuine? It's hard to tell, man. You never know. I think they're called Lifter 1. Hold on, can you not see it in the picture? No, you cannot, obviously. I think they're called Lifter 1. Wait. You see what I got? Okay. Oh, that made me put the captcha in, bro. Come the fuck on. Uh, yeah, L1 lifter by tier is what they're called. But bro, watch out for the size. You have to have the exact size of, like you should try them on first before ordering if you have a chance. But do you lift too, Lime? Hold on, guys. Are you all weightlifters here or what? Bro, imagine building a community of artists, WoW players, and weightlifters all like in once. They would take months to ship to New Zealand. Oh man. Yeah, do you lift, man? Like actually? Why you never mentioned that? You've been on the streams for quite a few days already. A lot of squats. Oh, dude, I'm going to attempt PR today with my squats. I tried a little bit of back squatting yesterday. The thing is that I squatted the day before they arrived, so I didn't want to do it 2 days in a row. It's kind of sounds just a little bit like too much. But I'm going for PR today, and I'm feeling fucking cute about it. Because I tried just like one rep in them. Holy man, it's so comfortable. You feel very stable. The pressure is very even throughout the whole foot, and obviously the heel. The heel is so elevated. Yeah, what's your max, Lime? And it's fuck. The name of the sport is the most confusing shit ever. Weightlifting, it's not necessarily heavy lifting. It's just two movements. It's clean and jerk and snatch. Those are the lifts. Yeah, if you have back problems, it's definitely a no-go for you. But you have to work on it though, no matter what. So Might as well address that. Hey Waffle, yo. Hey Sunshine, what up? Sorry for being late today. Sorry man, it's been a pretty hectic morning. I didn't anticipate to be so late, but yo, here we are. Your doctor yelled you for lifting 20 kg one time? 20 kg, man, that's like empty bardo. 80. Nice, nice, man. Pumping. Last time I tried it was 120, but I've grown a lot since then. But also lost some weight. Uh, I actually think I'll do 130 or maybe 135 today. Dude, I want to squat 200. That's my goal. I want to snatch 100 and squat 200. Fucking forget all the CrossFit bullshit. I want to just be strong. I want to have huge legs. Um, Workout in order to engage strength, get toned or something. So, I want to get better at the sport that I'm doing, which is Olympic weightlifting, but I also do a little bit of just hypertrophy overall and a bit of conditioning to also be in good shape. So I'm kind of like aiming for everything, but with main focus on just getting better at the sport. Bro, I think focusing on your fucking physique is like training only to look good is the absolute worst thing you can do. That's just the trap. If you go there thinking, oh, I need to like look better, this is where you fucking lost already. You can go kind of deeper into that. I've been thinking a lot about this. Just a lot of introspection and shit. Tips for improving your PR. No, I don't do anything else. I mean, I do sometimes I do lunges, and in general, Olympic weightlifting is like fucking um it's like you work out your legs all the time. All the time. So I do some like it kind of every time you snatch, clean, and jerk, like your legs always work, but for legs just like specific for them, it's only squats. For a PR, I don't know, bro. I am getting into it myself for the first time right now. I think you want to. So there are programs. They usually are structured around like you first do like a lot of hypertrophy. So like let's say there's program that is like 3 or 6 months or something. And first third is that you do a lot of volume. Then second third you increase the weight, decrease the volume. And the third one is you go for 1 rep maxes. Like you decrease the volume drastically and increase the weight even more. I think. There are multiple ones. But what I do is just I do 5 by 5. So I load it up like my current 5 by 5 is 90. I put up 90, but I do pause squats. If I don't do pauses at the bottom, I do with 100. Hey Poke. Yeah, sorry, we're nerding out about fucking squatting, the most manly exercise in the world. Bro, I'm aware of how fucking unrelatable it is for artists to talk about sport for the most part. It's like there are a couple of you guys who are interested in that, but for I would say majority of just random art viewers, they would tune in, hear the word either health or sport, and they would fucking run away as fast as they can. And that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to talk about it on stream, but I can talk about it all day long, man. I swear. Oh, under 100%, man, for everybody. I think if you don't you know don't participate in any sport at all, you're kind of just trolling in general, with no exceptions for anybody in life. There is not a single person who is like, oh, you do this, okay, you don't need to work out. Like, not unless maybe you do like physical labor. In that case, it would be like an overkill. But even then, like you probably would do some yoga or stretching or running, some conditioning. There is not a single person who wouldn't benefit from it. But uh, you wouldn't want to hear from that on an art stream, You tune in to fucking feel cute about yourself and to watch an artwork being made, maybe talk about some artsy stuff, not to be told that you should fucking move more. If anything, you sitting on your ass, you don't want to hear that again. They probably know it already. But yeah, like for PRs, I guess just like getting stronger, doing like 5x5 is a fucking really good thing though. You can load pretty significantly. It's not a lot of reps, but it's also quite some volume too. And so it's like enough to build strength, but also, it's not so much that you cannot build strength, but it's also not too little where you don't get much hypertrophy out of it. So it's both. Telling libs to improve themselves. What does it have to do with liberals, man? It's not about that, it's about just people in general. And to be honest, like I understand them. Uh like there's the place for that, I just think that an stream maybe is not the best one. Military program for youth back in the day. Interesting. Interesting, my man. What if what if they're like an enhanced giga active athlete though? How do you know? Maybe it's Matt Fraser himself training for CrossFit Games. Hey, Purin. With 5,000, it sounds like a lot even for him, to be honest. You're perfect just the way you are. Yeah, I don't think there is a. I've heard a very good not answer, but a criticism of safe spaces. You know what safe space is, like on Twitch or like elsewhere, where they type it actually like that's a safe space. I've heard a very very good answer to this as of like how it's the opposite of it and how it's the most toxic place ever. But I forgot. It was so clever though. But yeah, the you're perfect just the way you are. I would be very careful of people like that. Hey Kiri. Hey Sunshine. How you feeling today? Don't believe in the concept of perfect. I mean, literally definition of perfection is that it's unachievable. Thank you, Kiri. Yeah, I'm continuing it. Started yesterday on the stream. Um, yeah, it's coming out alright. I feel pretty good about this one. Not as good as I felt about the previous one, but this is a much more challenging character. But I think I'm doing okay, you know. People became too comfortable nowadays. Yeah, you know, Paul, like I get what you mean. I think they are not even comfortable. Like, how to say it? They think that comfort is like avoiding struggle, but I think it's the opposite. I think you don't become comfort like you don't become happy by avoiding struggle and happiness in life. You get to through all of this and like being able to tolerate it. No one's perfect, always strive to improve. Exactly. Yeah, and the worst thing about that, if somebody says that I'm perfect the way like I'm perfect the way I am, then there's fucking nothing you can tell them. And like what is there to talk about if this person? If they're perfect, there's nothing you can give them, nothing you can teach them. And probably there's nothing they can teach you either, with that mindset. Like I know it comes from like it sounds like it comes from a good place of like, oh, you should love yourself and shit, but it gets toxic pretty fucking fast. From it they kind of want to say don't hate yourself irrationally, but at the same time they sort of tell everybody to fuck off who doesn't like them, and that's not the way to go. Haitian will be able to become obese every year. In states, maybe, yeah, bro. It's not the reality where I live. Georgians are kind of fit, Georgians are kind of pumping. And also, even if they do, the fuck would we care? That's also one thing. If all the other guys are fat and ugly, well, you get more girls then. So, is that an issue? Is it really an issue? Let them be fat. Let them be perfect the way they are. They own comfort, convenience, and pleasure of life. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, to be honest. Exactly. Hey, Trunk. Bro, I see what you guys mean, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Uh, but that type of thing mainly exists online and like maybe in states. You say Germany too. I've never been to Germany, so I don't know. But I swear, in the places where I've been, it's not prevalent at all. And yeah, some people act entitled, but very like small percentage of them. Hey Miro, yo, fat lady, and I could hear her struggle to breathe just simply walking. Oh yeah. I used to get like upset, not upset, like not even disgusted. Like I used to, what would be the word to use here? Like I would look at them and I would kind of disapprove of their lifestyle choices to myself. But now I kind of don't even, not a, not like I don't notice, but I'm like, yeah, that's a human who's failing. Good that I'm not that though. That kind of reaction. It's like them failing doesn't really bother me in like a negative way. You're in Poland? I'm not. I'm not. I've never been to Poland. I wouldn't be able to point it on the map. It's somewhere in Europe, probably. I think, right? It felt sad. Yeah, I feel sad if a kid is like that. I live in Burundi, Poke. That's a Middle Africa country. Poland would probably be nice to live in. Mm. But dude, I don't know how i- if it would be fair to necessarily tie all of that to like fucking political views and stuff. I definitely get the image that you're trying to paint. I know exactly what type of people you're talking about, but it's if you're fat, you're not necessarily a liberal. I don't think that's how it works. Pretty fat lady that goes to the gym. She's super active, but I also heard her talking about food and it was the worst food choices ever imagined. uh, yeah, m- aside from the knowledge, there's also like just addiction to it. Food is very addictive. It's like fucking your body's designed to crave it, and modern food is designed for you to crave it even more. So even if she understood everything, there is an aspect that is just like very, very hard to break. Bro, I struggled with it for like 3 years or so. I. And what chances do other people have? They're not even me. eating right is just as important as working out. Dude, you can never set your foot in the gym and like lose all the weight that you want. Is it necessary to train abs or is it enough to lower body fat? I mean, do both, man. It wouldn't hurt. You don't have to like fucking obsess over them. Uh, I do like one set every 2 days on abs. And yeah, it's enough to get lean enough, but I used to do way more, especially in CrossFit, you fucking do them every day. Don't accept anyone who's explaining overweight with genetics. You know what if I don't know if I should go into that. Yeah, I agree with you, Kiri. I agree. Sorry, I got like thought about something else for a second. Don't ever argue with people like that, by the way. Like if they trying to say, "Oh, it's my genetics, bro. I wish I was skinny." You just agree with them. Like literally agree. It's like, "Yeah, brother, fucking sucks for you. Got born fat and ugly. Thank God I'm fit and beautiful. Yeah, mate, see ya. And then go train." Like literally just agree with them. Because this is what they're looking for. They're looking for you to argue with them. And while arguing with them, they only kind of reinforce their own beliefs by counter arguing your back. But if you agree with them, it's like, yeah, buddy, sucks to be you, I guess. Yo, it must be hard to tie your shoes too, probably too, right? Yeah. I have a very fat friend, and he told me that he literally cannot see his dick, and he hasn't seen it in like, unless he really like, bends and tries, he cannot just like see it if he's, pissing. Would never imagine you'd have such a problem, would you? I hate training apps. Really, man, they're kind of fun though. Uh, I hated training them whenever I was untrained. As you get better at them, like exercise, like the thing with abs is that those are mostly bodyweight exercises, and unless you're strong enough to do them, they would suck. But if you're strong enough to do them, they are really fun, and you can push yourself a lot. Heterogonic hot dog fingers. Imagine you cannot even pick your nose because your finger is so fat. Oof. Yeah, gotta be tough. Leg raises? Yeah, but that's the thing, man. If you're like, there is like a certain point where you can do like raises. Some people can only raise them to like 90 degrees. They cannot raise them all the way up. And yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like that exercise is not literally available to everybody. My ab workout, bro, I tell you, I do one set of like something that I feel like doing once every 2 days. It's not a lot. It's not a workout. Because the fuck do you need to train them for? Like today, I'll probably do. Um, I was actually, bro. It's interesting that you mentioned abs because I was actually thinking about doing like a new exercise. I was going to come up with my own exercise. So I wanted to. Imagine where you squat. Like, okay, so I never do like just fucking set by itself. I always pair it with something. So, like, let's say today I'll be doing squats, and as a rest for another set of squats, I will be doing my abs. And I would probably just hang from the bar where I squat, just because I wouldn't bother going across the gym to a pull-up bar. I would hang on it and do like a hold, I guess I would call it. It's like just you're hanging from a bar, and you just like keep your legs like this. And then I was also thinking about maybe like raising them too, and them like raising them here and then putting them back to like 90-degree position and seeing for how long I can last. I'll see. I wonder if I'll even able to do that in on a fucking bar. I was also thinking about if I hold a like this 90-degree position, also maybe like moving my legs to the sides like this, because this is also pretty. It's like if you look down on yourself like this, because this is also pretty fun. My shoulders are too weak to hang from the bar. Wait, the fuck do you need your shoulders for to hang from the bar, Kiri? Hold on. Now I can hold almost 90 degrees with pulling up legs. It's gonna do some. Yeah. You start with your knees, and then you do like the whole. Present your genitals to the world. Well, I don't wear a miniskirt. I have like pants and stuff put on. Yeah, Kiri, I think it's your grip. I don't think that those are your shoulders. Your shoulders are literally not working here at all. Miniskirt, bro. I already have a hair clip that is pink, and my shoes are pink too. I think a miniskirt, people would kick me out. I'm already on the edge. Fucking half of my body is black. Pink shoes, pink hair clips. Yeah, dirty, unwashed in half a year hair. I'm pushing it, man. I'm pushing it. Making intrusive eye contact, talking to everybody who talks, like, who doesn't want to talk to me. Yeah. Also every fucking day too. Turning into e-girl. Yeah. Probably go this direction. Can't find a fun color to put in here. Bricked up. Waffle, do you know the bricked up meme? I think it was from the latest world first race in WoW. They just, I guess for those of you who are not aware, they just killed the boss in like world first race to like on Warcraft. They killed the boss and people are cheering up. The guy, they're like jumping out of the seats cheering, and one guy stood up with his with his dick hard. They've been memeing about it for like couple of weeks at least. It's like, yeah, man, I guess you're very happy about killing the boss, but like that, really? non-existent shoulders, I could feel the pull way too much in the shoulders. Interesting. Bro, Kiri, still, I don't think it's the muscles. I think maybe you didn't have enough mobility in them. Because, like, literally, if you hang from a bar, your shoulders are relaxed. They're not doing anything. Didn't watch it fully? Yeah, me neither, man. I can never stick for a full race. But I was there whenever they killed Farrak, though. I was there. Oh, guys, yesterday you commented on my fucking old art on my Discord channel. That got me a little bit upset, a little bit disheartened, a little bit thinking about my furry past and the way that I'm treating art right now, where I'm going art style wise. Yeah, it got me thinking. Like, am I really progressing or am I actually getting fucking worse? Like, I think I am, but then you bring out my old art and it looked pretty crisp. And I'm like, damn, well, it actually was pretty crisp. Now I'm questioning. Waist is not held any muscle strengthen, so I could feel it pulling too painfully. Yeah, Carrie, I don't know. I don't know, Sunshine. Don't know enough of you to confront you on this, but I would have never imagined for shoulders to be shoulder strength to be a barrier for you to do like a hang from a bar. 70 kilos is quite a lot for a girl though, but for a small girl, but I guess you're just that tall. I'm used to girls weighing like 50 kilos. Yeah, you're like 195. What? You're 55 kilos? Bro, that's my height. And I'm saying that I'm 20 kilos heavier than you, and I used to be 30 kilos heavier than you a couple of months ago. Brother, you weight as much as my sister does. Bro, you have some work to do, buddy. Could you eat something now? Anything. Sip of sunflower oil, something. Yeah, Carrie, like if you like how you look, then it's good. If I haven't reached 80 kilo, you're nice, man, nice. Let's go. Worth for me to learn fighting. I'm bigger than deduce already. You'll never be able to like fight it though. It's I mean, not discouraging if you're not discouraging if you of doing martial arts. It's definitely worth pursuing, but don't consider that you'll be like be able to fight a guy. Yeah, it's not only that, Kiri, it's just like men are just way more aggressive too. Like there's something about it that is just it's like incredibly unfair too. But yeah, if you learn to do like a solid low kick or something, you can probably break somebody in half if you would want. That's definitely nice to have that tool. Why would anybody hurt your cat? Come on, sunshine. What the fuck? People will break in and hurt your cat and then challenge you to a fight. Yeah, that's the way it goes usually. Normal. Committing war crimes if somebody hurts my cat or girlfriend dogs. Dude, you probably should not say that in the chat. Committing to crimes before you even make them. But also, I'm not sure of how much war crimes you're capable of 50 kilos, man. Yeah, you have probably already committed one on your own body. Okay, I think our silhouette is holding good together. I think what I need to do is to work on the background. I probably have the best chances of making this piece stand out for the background, to be honest. Hello, Mr. Carsey. Yo. Bonifacio levels? Do you know, man? I'm not even sure where I'm going with my art, to be honest. Aesthetic wise. Last couple of weeks I've been kind of just on my own, not referencing any artist whatsoever, not studying any artist whatsoever. But it feels right for some reason. Like it feels I'm still like experimenting with techniques and stuff, and I think that's the most important part. It's like whenever you're out of ideas to try out or to try to implement in your art is where you're kind of stagnating and losing, but I think I'm doing fine so far. Yeah, people very often mention that if you don't have like if you don't input any information, like okay, you don't learn if you have no input of information. So if you don't study any artists, if you don't use any references, you have no input of information. And that's true, but at the same time, it's not like you're just sucking information as a sponge. I think like you do to a certain degree, but then you have just a bunch of undigested information and like art tricks and shit inside of you. And I think the time we're spending right now is kind of just like cleaning up this, not cleaning up, how to say it, like I'm trying to digest all of the stuff that I already have and decide like what direction to take, where to go, what tools to use, like what approach to have, you know. And I'm definitely like changing stuff here and there and messing around with my techniques. And I think if you're always like learning, always using somebody art as a reference, you never get to actually do that. You just get to copy other people's stuff, and what I have as a result is one piece that you do is fucking phenomenal, because it had a very good reference for it. The other one that you do is just pure dog shit. And I feel like what I have right now, while not using, while using mostly no references whatsoever, like aside from just the general one for characters, is I'm kind of sort of in the middle. Even if you might have noticed, like pieces from where I started painting with um, hard round brush, they've been pretty close to each other in terms of their quality. Like some characters are easier and they end up being better. Some characters are harder, but they're pretty consistent in the quality of them, and I think it has to do with that. Maybe it's just all copium, and I justify myself being lazy. Might also be the case. Neither safe from that. One thing that I definitely agree on is that criticism that people brought up yesterday in Discord about my older works being kind of more refined and crisp. I sort of agree with them. I mean, those are definitely quick pieces that I'm working on right now, but overall, my art became kind of more, more, how to say it, man? Like rough painted, not as refined, not as detailed. So yeah, it's definitely not the direction that I planned to go in. It's not even me comparing it to Curate's other guys. Bro, those were full illustrations. So like fucking 30 hours or so, 24 hours at least. So yeah, it's also, yeah, it's not fair to compare my like $70 commissions to that. That's for sure. Very unfair. Maybe it's just highlighted that I kind of still want to bring more detail into my art, make it more rendered, more refined. I don't like that people say that my stuff is painterly. I really don't. Even though in a way it is. Feels way better to work on it though. That's what I can say for sure. More like 7 waffle if you're being precise here. But yeah. Like I do understand that. But even my bigger illustrations now, they are sort of not as refined. I guess I got into this more painterly approach. They're really not. Thank you, Waffle. Thank you. Well, I'm definitely um not thinking about like going back. In fact, I really don't want to. I'm just thinking of like what can I bring back from like the old stuff that I did, like maybe some cues, something that I paid attention to back then, and kind of bringing it back now too. But I'm definitely thinking that I'm improving. It's not a even going in a different I mean, in a way, it is going in a different direction with it. But I'm just getting better. Period too. Thank you, Miro. Yeah. I think so too. I think so for sure. For 6 hours is pretty. 7 hours. I'm pretty happy with myself too. Three art pieces in the time you meticulously and perfectly drew. Wait, what? I mean, if I'm like three times as faster as I used to be, that's a win. That's like if if you consider quantity over quality a good thing. I'm not sure if I do. I was always thinking of myself as of like quality guy rather than quality quantity. And I don't feel like I'm sacrificing quality, to be honest. I'm for the time given, I'm pumping. Is what I think to myself. A lot of meaningless stuff, really. A lot of meaningless details. It, the funny thing is that I didn't even consider it being that detailed even back then. I mean, yeah, would be nice for it to be detailed too at the same time. I mean, bro, don't get me wrong. I'm not really thinking about those quick artworks that I'm doing right now whenever I'm judging my art overall. I mean, of course, it's also my art, but uh, I'd rather compare pieces